You're welcome back. This is Newsfile. It's your most authoritative news analysis platform. My guest, Abdul Malik Okubako, editor-in-chief of the New Crusading Guide newspaper. Kofi Bentil, senior vice president of Imani Africa. He's a lawyer. Sulemana Brahima is executive director, Media Foundation for West Africa. And Dr. Emmanuel Akwete is executive director, Institute for Democratic Governance, IDEG. Now, before we proceed to the University of Education Winneba campus, just a couple of messages. Let me read. Samuel Brian Boabing says, President Akufo-Addo has chartered a devoted course dedicated to advocacy for respect for human rights, particularly free speech and press freedom. He pushed vehemently and repealed through Parliament the criminal libel law. You and Suleiman's attempt to wrap this apron around the president's neck will not stick. There is no reason he would subjugate that for anything, no matter how hard anyone tries, and Ghanaians know that. Thank you, Samuel Brian Boabing. Just one or two more. This one from Larry Dogbe. He says, may we know if we shouldn't be apprehensive considering claims that Jerry Rawlings's goon, military CDR, heavily armed, had come from the castle to shoot and kill Ahunu Honga and others. During the Kumipreko demonstration led by Nana Akufo-Addo, Nyahota Maklo, and the rest, when a bodyguard of now President Akufo-Addo is leading able-bodied men in the same Osu Castle, and the president is said to have fondly praised the group despite national security concerns, what briefing had the president gotten from his security chiefs? Okay, so these party people are sending these. I just felt I should read one or two of those. Nana Hesse Ojiri in Dansuman says, I think Joy FM and Manasseh exaggerated this issue. It's like a video cinema do have posters of action movies like Rambo carrying okay, you go pay, watch, and the movie, you go pay, watch the movie, but didn't see Rambo carrying I can't pronounce that one. This is how Joy FM deceive we for this Manasseh expose. We must apologize and let's carry on. Thank you, Nana Hesse Ojiri, for your message. Okay. Now, University of Education Winneba shut down indefinitely after students' protests turned chaotic. It's a lot of stories there, so I will not go through because we have very limited time. In a minute each, let's see, hear what we can have. Kofi, what have you, gathered as goes on there, and what should happen?
So it's been years in the making, actually, and honestly, it's been worrying from when it started. At a point when Afenyo Markin kind of got into that area, I was a bit encouraged that things will be fixed. And you remember they changed the leadership at a point. I have to say, observing from a certain point, that things have gotten from bad to worse. If you ask me, if you have a situation where the leadership of an institution like that has ended up in this kind of catastrophic chaos, I think all of them must go. I know there are rules and regulations about appointments, etc., but the governing council, I think the president has some sort of, influence there. I don't see how a solution can be found for that institution that will be durable if the present leadership remains, including the governing council. The ministry, the president should take steps to clean the stables, clear the governing council, put a new set of people in place to fix this, and clear the top hierarchy. I'm not saying somebody has done right or wrong.
I thought solution might be preferred. They simply said that, together with the students, they agreed that Professor Afuboni must reinstate all the people he has, dismissed or terminated their employment, and then,
I have had
room for progress.
Sides to this story, and each side seems to push a certain wisdom. The way it is, if they do this, you'll see all the other things rise up again, which is why sometimes, honestly, cleaning the stable is a good idea.
Okay. Doc, what do you say?
This cleaning the stable thing is like killing people. Though.
No, don't kill anybody. It's a job. Find another job.
No,
Because
for me,
Sorry, we've got just 3 minutes to go.
For me, the simple question is that Winneba is not the only university we have across the regions. Why is it persistently in this crisis? Is it political interference, which is not giving the scope? How do they choose the leaders? You know, there have been cases who was fired and who was appointed and what mode and so on. But given the dismissals that which have triggered this, I think that probably they also ought to look into the style of universities are not like secondary schools, you know, and you can't fire people. And what is this reason of lack of cooperation and so on and so forth? Some investigation is needed. If we could lead, it requires that some more effective experience or way of bringing the university back to full business in calmness. That should be
because we seem to hear
the police.
Afenyo Markin suggests that this same professor who is now the vice chancellor was the one leaking sensitive information to his client to try and take away Prof. Avoke and others. And now it is his turn. He's doing the wrong thing. So he too, he should suffer a similar fate.
Well, there isn't much time. I would advise my brother-in-law, Mr. Markin, to take a bit of a low profile in terms of how he handles his self in relative to this matter. I'm saying this sincere. He's my brother-in-law, okay? And so I think I must have the right to tell.
You're married to the sister?
No, he's married to...
Don't go there.
No, it's true. It's very close. No, and so he should take this in good faith. I think that he should temper down. He should cool down. What I saw on video, I have to be careful, I didn't go there, but the little I saw on video, I saw some Jatta George operation there. I saw some Jatta George at Winneba on the video.
Interesting.
And the police were there.
Okay.
They should take inspiration from Awuni and sometimes act.
Okay.
Awuni statue must be put somewhere.
Okay. Thank you. We've run out of time.
Okay,
I'm very
sure.
sorry.
That's fine.
I suppose this may come up some other time for us to discuss, particularly if the issue is not resolved as immediately as is expected. One day I'll tell you a story about that also. Now, we are happy to inform our viewers that we have a new addition to our weekend program lineup on TV. From today, we are bringing you half an hour of news on TV at 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, just so you can keep abreast of events around the country and beyond. Weekend one comes up in an hour from now. Thank you very much. Now, my guests have been Abdul Malik Kubako, Editor-in-Chief of the New Crusading Guide newspaper, Dr. Akwete, Emmanuel Akwete of IDEC. Of course, we've had Suleimana Ibrahima of the Media Foundation for West Africa, and Kofi Bento of Imani. Thank you very much. I'm Samson Ladia Yanini. My outfit, as always, is by Latida. Have a good afternoon.